Where the hell have you been?
I've been building some stuff.
Conformity Gate has absolutely uprooted my life, but at the same time, it's worth it because look at this. I have made an hour-long video. They're not there! They're not there! That's Vecna, baby!
Okay, so, a little bit of hype. They have made a Ranger subclass.
Ah!
And it's one of the new ones, not a remake. The Winter Walker. Withstand the horrors of frigid wastelands. Oh my god, I just got what he's wearing. His armor is made out of a Rimmeraz.
Oh, what?
A Rimmeraz. They're these like Arctic living fire insects that have fire inside of them and they're just really hot to survive the cold.
Just want to clarify. Fire insects that have fire to be hot.
Yeah.
Okay, that's it. That's all I need to clarify.
At level 3, you get Frigid Explorer. You gain the following benefits. Biting cold. Damage from your weapon attacks, ranger spells, and ranger features ignore resistance to cold damage. Frost resistance. You have resistance to cold damage. And polar strikes. When you hit a creature with an attack roll using a weapon, you can deal an extra 1d4 cold damage to the target, which can take this extra damage only once per turn. When you reach ranger level 11, this extra damage increases to 1d6.
Smash.
Smash! I don't hate it. It's like...
Smash.
I'm not crazy about it.
I'm already cracked out over this thing.
I like how well this already feels like it's fitting the flavor. I feel like they've already accomplished Ice Ranger.
No.
No?
They laid the groundwork, I guess.
Well, yes.
If you see a concrete slab, you're like, home.
I can be happy with the foundation. Also at level 3, you get Hunter's Rhyme. Ice rhymes you and your prey, protecting you and hindering them. When you cast Hunter's Mark, you gain temporary hit points equal to 1d10 plus your ranger's level. Additionally, while a creature is marked by your Hunter's Mark, it can't take the disengage action. Fascinating.
My brain's already over here like, hear me out. Ranger, Totem Warrior, Barbarian. I saw what I said.
Why?
What do you mean?
Why use those two together? What are you seeing?
Never mind.
What do you mean, never mind?
Never mind, I don't know. You said it like that. I'm like, never mind, that's stupid.
No, please, please. I'm sure you saw something. The creature being marked by Hunter's Mark can't take disengage is like, I don't know how relevant that is to the ranger, but it's kind of fun to play with. I like that design idea. And it fits Hunter's Mark, right? Once I get up on my quarry, they struggle to get away from me and I can track them and stuff. So that's cool.
Rangers are most viable, in my opinion, when they're multi-classed. I feel like there is some wiggle room for like a very like hefty cleric or a very hefty paladin who can still cast, who can still concentrate, but can take those like hits. So far, it feels like just very feral frontliner.
At level 7, they get Fortifying Soul. Your experience in surviving harrowing environments allows you to bolster your allies in addition to yourself. As a magic action, choose a number of creatures you can see equal to your wisdom modifier. Each chosen creature regains hit points equal to 1d10 plus your ranger level, and has advantage on saving throws to avoid or end the frightened condition for 1 hour. Once you use this feature, you can't use it again until you finish a long rest.
Cleric multiclasser.
I like the feature in concept of like stealing resolve and also some nice healing around everybody with an additional use to it, but I don't fully understand what it has to do with the Winter Walker.
You're used to surviving wild climates. You are the Everest tour guide.
And that comes with pain and fear, so they're good at getting people through that?
Yeah.
Tentative Smash.
What?
Tentative Smash on Fortifying Soul.
It's okay. Some people are tasteless, and, you know, it's fine. Smash.
Level 11, they get Chilling Retribution. When a creature hits you with an attack roll, you can take a reaction to force the creature to make a wisdom saving throw. On a failed save, the target has the stunned condition until the end of your next turn. While the target is stunned, its speed is reduced to 0. You can use this feature a number of times equal to your wisdom mod, and you regain all when you finish a long rest. Fuck me.
Smash.
At level 15, their last subclass ability is Frozen Haunt. When you cast Hunter's Mark, you can adopt a ghostly, snowy form. This form lasts until the spell ends, and while you are in this form, you gain the following benefits. Once you use this feature, you can't use it again until you finish a long rest, unless you expend a level 4+ spell slot, no action required. Frozen Soul. You have immunity to cold damage. When you first adopt this form and at the start of each of your subsequent turns, each creature of your choice in a 15-foot emanation originating from you takes 2d4 cold damage. Partially incorporeal. You have immunity to the grappled, prone, and restrained conditions. You can move through creatures and objects as if they were difficult terrain, but you take 1d10 force damage if you end your turn inside a creature or an object, and then you get shunted out.
Fuck me goddamn sideways. I love this subclass.
I don't know about this one, Gobi. I don't know if I'm here with you. I hate Hunter's Mark. I just do. I think it's boring, and I hate that they designed the new range around it. But I'm going to let that go, as hard as it is for me to do so. I'm going to let that go because that is what the base class is, and I don't want my hatred of that change to the base class affect the subclass. Frozen Soul is really cool, the extra damage in an emanation, but 2d4 at 15th level is underwhelming.
It's the combination and the flavor. Also, let's be honest, genuinely, no one's making it to a level 15 ranger. Rangers cap at level 7 or 11, okay? Just like a good old Slurpee. I don't know what to tell you.
Hold on. It lasts until the spell ends, though. Hunter's Mark, as you upcast it, can get to 8 or 24 hours. It is concentration, but still, I wasn't thinking about that. Hypothetically, you could be in this snow form for a very long time.
Correct. However, what use do you have? Like, what use do you have of being an incorporeal snow person for 24 hours?
I guess if you just really want to avoid being grappled, prone, or restrained.
That's a different type of smash.
Next up, we have a remake of the Knowledge Domain subclass for the Cleric. Unearth secrets and master the mind. Starting at level 3, they get Blessings of Knowledge. You gain proficiency with one type of Arsen's tools of your choice, and in 2 of the following skills of your choice: Arcana, History, Nature, or Religion. You have expertise in those 2 skills. From my understanding, this is identical to the 2014 version, and I think it's one of the coolest, most straightforward, and easiest ways to immediately capture someone with good knowledge. Take all of the intelligence skills and give the cleric expertise in 2 of them. I think it's pretty cool. From the beginning, I have wanted to smash this feature, and I still do. Do you not like it? Do you not like expertise?
I do like expertise. I don't like the.
It's expertise.
I don't like the flavor of it.
You don't like the. Why don't you like the flavor of that?
This specific one, it's kind of giving AI slop. You know what I mean?
What?
Like, when you know a lot about art, that doesn't make you an artist. You have to like practice. You know what I mean? And I feel like the knowledge domain really like studies. They want to like absorb a lot of knowledge. Like, you know what I mean?
No. Also at level 3, they gain Mind Magic. As a magic action, you can expend 1 use of your channel divinity to manifest your magical knowledge. Choose 1 spell from the divination school on the knowledge domain spells table that you have prepared. As part of that action, you cast that spell without expending a spell slot or needing material components. For context, this is the spell table that we're talking about. Some of the divination spells they could cast this way without expending a spell slot would be Comprehend Languages, Detect Magic, Detect Thoughts, Identify, eventually things like Legend Lore, Scrying.
It just kind of feels like an eggs, bacon, and toast kind of smash. You know what I mean?
You've never confused me more than today.
What? You have to know eggs, bacon, and toast.
Right, I know that jingle.
Eggs, bacon, and toast. Why don't you start your day the Gurgitch way with eggs, bacon, and...
Smash.
You're supposed to say toast. It's just like, you wake up every morning, you have a happy life, but you're not Beyonce.
At level 6, they get Unfettered Mind. You gain telepathy out to 60 feet.
Smash.
When you use this telepathy, you can simultaneously contact a number of creatures equal to your wisdom mod.
Smash!
Additionally, you gain proficiency in intelligence saving throws. If you already have this proficiency, you instead gain saving throw proficiency with one ability in which you lack it. So you get in saving throws. If you already have that, you can just pick anyone.
Fuck the rest of that telepathy. Smash. Group telepathy. Smash. Smash! Gang shit talk, smash. Imagine too, because like people can't really like deny it. They're your friends. Imagine just mentally reading smut well in public. They're just hearing it in their brains. Imagine just trying to be at a store and then all of a sudden you're hearing your friend reading smut in your head. You know what I mean?
Passive telepathy is pretty freaking cool. I'm a fan. You could do a lot with that. At level 17, jumping way up there as clerics do with their subclasses, the last thing they get, Divine Foreknowledge. As a bonus action, you magically expand your mind to the future. For 1 hour, you have advantage on d20 tests, which is any d20 roll. Once you use this feature, you can't use it again until you finish a long rest. You also restore your use of this feature by expending a level 6+ spell slot, no action required. Dear God.
Pass.
What?
I am nothing if not for the flavor. You cannot read books enough to become. That's just not how that works. I don't like the flavor of it.
It's not about reading books, Naigobi. You get precognition.
Yes.
You get the knowledge of what's immediately to come.
But that's an oracle. That's
Yeah.
You can't just be like, I smart. I know you punch me now. Like that's not how that works.
But I think to an extent, this is kind of just the Oracle Cleric.
No. Actually, smash. This is autism. You know what I'm talking about. You watch enough horror movies, it doesn't matter if it's a twist that nobody sees coming. You know, I know. You can pick out somebody in a room full of people. You'll pick out the douchebag who's quietly secret because you've read enough about all their behaviors so that way you can try to be normal and then you pick up when people aren't.
Let me get this straight. As a bonus action, you gain autism for 1 hour.
Yes!
You can then do so again by expending a 6 or greater spell slot. I mean, I'm heart smashed.
This is the smashiest of smashes.
They released a new bard subclass called the College of the Moon. Inspire allies
sold.
with
Smash.
tales.
Smash.
You're sold?
Smash.
What?
Smash. I have crystals all over my house. Smash. You want to see my tarot deck?
No.
Smash.
Oh,
Smash.
fuck.
I got multiple on my desk. My old pop socket. Smash.
At level 3, they gain Moon's Inspiration. The primal and ever-changing power of the moon flows through you, granting you the following benefits. Inspired Eclipse. When you take a bonus action to give a creature a bardic inspiration die, you can have the invisible condition and teleport up to 30 feet to an unoccupied space you can see as part of that bonus action. The invisibility lasts until the start of your next turn and ends early immediately after you make an attack roll, deal damage, or cast a spell.
Smash!
That's a smash!
This is
Can you believe, Naigobi? This is part 1 of this ability. There's
Moon.
a second
Smash.
thing.
It's always tried and true. I've never had somebody be like, Moon, bad, never. Smash.
In addition, Moon's Inspiration comes with Lunar Vitality. Once per turn, when you restore hit points to a creature with a spell, you can expend a Bardic Inspiration die and increase the amount of hit points restored by the number of its die. The creature's speed also increases by 10 feet until the end of its next turn.
Smash. Smash.
This comes with a lot. So when you use your Bardic Inspiration normally, you can go poof, Nightcrawler, and then invisible for a moment. And if you heal someone, this is now like a bigger healing bard, which is kind of cool.
Are you telling me that if I wombo combo multi-class, I can be an autistic crystal girly?
At level 3, they also gain Primal Lore. You learn Druidic and 1 cantrip from the Druid spell list. It counts as a bard spell for you, but doesn't count against the number of cantrips you know. Whenever you gain a bard spell, you can change that cantrip. Additionally, choose one of the following skills: Animal Handling, Insight, Medicine, Nature, Perception, or Survival. You get proficiency in that skill.
Smash!
I like it. Smash. At level 6, they get Blessing of Moonlight. You always have the Moonbeam spell prepared.
Pass.
I like Moonbeam. What?
I'm sorry.
There's more. There is more. There is a lot more.
Well, no, it's not that. It's just you said Moonbeam and my little DM like heart had like some palpitations and I was like, pass.
You just panicked?
Are you telling me that you've never had somebody just sit there, just Moonbeam, and you're like, you gonna do anything else? No, Moonbeam.
We've all had that experience. When you cast Moonbeam, you can modify the spell so that you glow faintly while the spell is active. While glowing, you shed dim light out to 5 feet, and whenever a creature fails its saving throw against the effects of this Moonbeam, another creature of your choice that you can see within 60 feet of yourself regains 2d4 hit points. Once you use this feature to modify a casting of Moonbeam, you can't do it again until you finish a long rest. So you get 1 super Moonbeam that comes with free healing attached to it. I have mixed feelings about this. Conceptually, I really like it. It's cool. For a dungeon crawl, this is pretty wicked. I don't like this more modern philosophy they're doing in design, where they heavily tie things to one specific spell. I don't like the fact that to get my 2d4 hit point healing going around, I have to use specifically Moonbeam.
I'm indifferent because in one way it's like healing bard, not huge. Feels like a rebound.
At level 14, they get Eventide's Splendor. You become suffused with the might of the moon, improving your moon's inspiration in the following ways. Shadow of the New Moon. When you use Inspired Eclipse, the creature who received the Bardic Inspiration die can also have the invisible condition and immediately take a reaction to teleport 30 feet to an unoccupied space it can see. Creature remains invisible until the start of its next turn. And Vibrance of the Full Moon. When you use Lunar Vitality, you can roll 1d6 and use the number rolled in place of expending a Bardic Inspiration die. So, instead of spending your die to get extra healing, they just do an extra d6 on all their healing now, by default.
Pass. I feel like it's a lot of stuff, but it feels like it's somehow very overpowered, but for where it's at, underpowered. It feels weird.
I do kind of agree with you, because this is level 14 at this point.
And so, like, in one way, the speed stuff doesn't feel balanced on top of past, like, the healing and the extras and everything. That feels a little bit much. However, it's like, it's just speed and healing.
I kind of agree with you, because it's just sort of like they buffed the previous feature. So this bard kind of only has like one thing, and the Moonbeam thing, so it has like 2 things it can do. And that gets stronger, which in one hand is cool, but it's a little boring. I do wish we got something new. All right. Pass. Last but not least, another brand new subclass for the Paladin, Oath of the Noble Genies. Brandish the elemental splendor of Genies. I don't really care that much about Genies, but I'd like to care more about them. And I love elemental stuff. Elemental Paladin, I'm excited for if that is what we're getting.
So wildly, Genies are my favorite. Fun little fact about me. I love Genies, weirdly don't enjoy Ginny.
Why?
I don't know.
What's the connection here? Is it because the Genies are just kind of like elemental people and that's sort of cool, but once you get full mythological creature with it, it's just a little out there?
I think that Robin Williams is a great man, a wonderful man who does not belong in the D&D sphere as an intimidating critter.
At level 3, they get Elemental Smite. Immediately after you cast Divine Smite, you can expend 1 use of your channel divinity and invoke one of the following effects. Dow's Crush. Earth rises up around the target of your Divine Smite. The target has the grappled condition. While grappled, the target has the restrained condition.
J4!
Oh my god, J4. That's fucking awesome. I love that. Ginny's Escape. You teleport to an unoccupied space you can see within 30 feet of yourself and take on a semi-incorporeal form. We have a theme today, which lasts until the end of your next turn. While in this form, you have resistance to bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing damage, and you have immunity to the grappled, prone, and restrained conditions. Fuck me.
Hear me out. So could be with these 4 subclasses either an autistic crystal girly, or you just take the first ranger multi-classed into this paladin, and I don't know what you are, but you're something viable.
You're very incorporeal.
You're so incorporeal.
That's so cool. Hold for helicopter.
I'm not gonna hold. Listen, you know that like girl who went on Dr. Phil and was like, I'm fucking a ghost. I
feel like Afridi's Fury. The target of your Divine Smite takes an extra 2d4 fire damage, and fire jumps from the target to another creature you can see within 30 feet of yourself. The second creature also takes 2d4 fire damage. Merid's Surge. The target of your Divine Smite and each creature of your choice in a 10-foot emanation originating from you make a strength saving throw against your spell save DC. On a failed save, a creature is pushed 15 feet straight away from you and has the prone condition. I love this. They're all awesome. They're all cool. The only issue I have with this is I kind of wish you could do it more than just using Channel Divinity. I wish you could do this more.
I feel like it'd be a bit much if it was more.
I agree, but I want that.
But I really like this, and I'm gonna say smash.
In addition to that, at level 3, they also get Genies Splendor. When you aren't wearing any armor, your base armor class equals 10 plus your dexterity and charisma.
No!
You can use a shield and still gain this benefit.
Pass!
You also gain proficiency in one of the following skills: acrobatics, intimidation, performance, or persuasion.
Pass! It's a barbarian. Pass!
I mean, that's kind of cool, though.
No, go home.
I don't understand it.
Pass!
I don't get it.
I don't get it, and it's a barbarian. Pass!
If we had like a gladiator paladin who was like, oh, I'm putting on a performance and fighting, I don't really get this one, but I like the idea.
No! Play a barbarian. Go home.
I think it is a cool idea. I just don't really get why it's here, so pass.
Pass!
At level 7, they get Aura of Elemental Shielding. Choose one of the following damage types: Acid, Cold, Fire, Lightning, or Thunder. You and your allies have resistance to that damage type while in your Aura of Protection. At the start of each of your turns, you can change the damage type affected by this feature to one of the other listed options, no action required. So you just get to be a constant source of an aura of some kind of elemental resistance. Smash.
I'm gonna say a hot take here. It is smash. But, tentative smash. With me, the thing that I like about elementals is the water is water is water, fire is fire is fire. I do not like the fact that you can just be switching between things. I feel like that's something
You're
that...
anti-avatar.
There is one avatar.
Yeah, I'm the one genie paladin. Suck it, nerd. Smash.
Why do you even bring me here?
At level 15, they get Elemental Rebuke. When you are hit by an attack roll, you can take a reaction to have the attack's damage against yourself rounded down, and force the attacker to make a dex save against your spell save DC. On a failed save, the attacker takes damage equal to 2d10 plus your charisma modifier of one of the following types. Your choice: acid, cold, fire, lightning, or thunder. On a successful save, the attacker takes half as much damage. You can use this feature a number of times equal to your charisma modifier. You regain all expended uses when you finish a long rest.
You know I'm about to say.
What are you about to say?
Pass.
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 It's kind of just a baked-in absorb elements.
Yes, it is.
But the difference is that you are having the damage of anything that's hitting you. So it could be bludgeoning damage, force damage. It just has to come from an attack roll.
But it just feels like, I feel like this circles back to the same thing that we had with the last higher level one. It's just like upgrade of something that already exists. There's no specialty. There's no spark. And then on top of that, all the different elements. Even Drake Warden. You can have a Drake of a different type of element and you can change it whenever you resummon it, but there's still a step. I know this is focused on elements. I don't know. When I think of Genies and things like that, the reason why I love the Genasi is that separation and the uniqueness of each type. I don't know.
I don't know where to stand on it. One thing that I think is very interesting is that you don't use a reaction to gain resistance. You use a reaction to have the attack's damage, so hypothetically that could stack with things like resistance. And it's sort of, it's definitely like, you know, a rogue's, whatchamacallit, it's giving the paladin uncanny dodge, effectively.
Well, also just trying to be a barbarian.
I think they could have done something more creative. I do think ultimately I'm pass on this, even though the feature in of itself isn't bad. At level 20, they get Noble Scion. As a bonus action, you gain the benefits below for 10 minutes or until you end them, no action required. Once you use this feature, you can't use it again until you finish a long rest. You can also restore your use of it by expending a level 5 spell slot, no action required. That's also a recurring theme today. Flight. You have a flight speed of 60 feet and can hover.
No, you can't. You can't do that. You can't just go like to Dale and then just keep going like that didn't happen.
Leave me alone.
To Dale Dimmadome.
You get Flight. You have a flight speed of 60 feet and can hover. And Minor Wish. When you or an ally in your aura of protection fails a d20 test, you can take a reaction to make you or that ally succeed instead.
Pass. 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 Pass.
It doesn't say
Pass.
reroll, to be clear.
Pass.
You just succeed.
Pass. As a DM, pass. As a player,
It's level 20. Do you know how much crazy shit people can do at level 20? Why are you going to bitch about that as a DM?
how long does it last?
10 minutes, but you can also use your level 5 spell slot, which I think you have only like 1, maybe 2 of, to do it again. So like hypothetically 20, maybe 30.
So you're going to tell me that it's totally fine for somebody to walk up to a god of your world and say, hey, nuke it, all of it. And DM's like, I guess give me a persuasion check. DC's real fucking high, though.
Yeah, that's on the DM. Don't call for a persuasion check. That's on you, buddy.
No. Reroll at advantage. Like so many other, like...
This is hilarious.
As a reaction!
So once per round.
No, I hate that.
Oh, I failed my attack roll. Nope. No, you didn't.
I hate that.
Oh, I failed my saving throw. Nope. No, you didn't.
I hate that.
That's hilarious.
I mean, yes, but like I hate that.
From a just humor perspective, I love this.
Yeah, it is pretty funny. Similarly to how funny it is that I hate this. Pass.
Here's the thing. Power-wise, fun-wise, it's a smash. However, what we have here is Minor Wish, and I kind of get the idea you're wishing that people succeed at these things, but I don't feel like it fully feels like you're actually giving them a minor wish as like a genie-based paladin. Like, I think a minor wish would be better if it was like a mini version of the wish spell, or granting some kind of want you have, as opposed to just succeed at checks a bunch. And on top of that, even though I know this is the Genie Paladin, and I'm sure people who love Genies would want some kind of minor wish big ability, I wanted this to be the Elemental Paladin, and I'm upset, personally. So I'm just not really interested. This doesn't excite me. I am ultimately a pass.
This entire thing, it's not even just this ability. The entire thing is a pass. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. There's nothing about this that I really like, honestly, genuinely. Whoever made it, sorry, missed the mark on this one. And sometimes we do, you know? Sometimes you trust a fart.
Girl.
This is not the fart to trust.
Don't
fam.
trust this fart. Pass.
Hey, hi, hello, I'm Night-Goby. My friends call me Goby. It's like a night-goby fish, put it together. Anyways, hi, I make D&D videos. I'm going through a little bit of a channel crisis right now, so who knows? I might make building videos next. You might just get some construction stuff, you know? Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. We can't all be lucky and find the magic of Smash or Pass, even if we do come up with the idea, and then your friend cheats on you with everyone. I, on the other hand, have not figured that one out yet. If you want really well-structured videos that are not me being a chaos gremlin, go check out Night-Goby. Knigobi.